Do we agree with the pro-XRP attorney that judicial decisions will provide the only definitive answers? To ensure SVB, if you want to know more, read on to the end. We'll also be announcing today's winner of 1,500 XRP. If this sounds like something that would pique your curiosity, you should watch the newly released video. Welcome to our channel, where we discuss recent developments in the XRP and cryptocurrency markets. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to everybody who is checking out one of our videos for the first time. If you don't want to miss any of our videos, be sure to hit the bell icon. We're happy to announce that this channel is holding a giveaway of 200 XRP. To enter, simply subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment using the hashtag XRP. The winner will be chosen at random. Today, a recent allegation by attorney John E. Deaton suggests that the action brought by the SEC against Ripple may reach the Supreme Court of the United States before Congress passes legislation to regulate the cryptocurrency market. For background, the case is currently pending in district court and would have to make its way up through the Circuit Court of Appeal before making its way to the Supreme Court. This opinion was tweeted out earlier today by Crypto Law's creator. It was a reaction to signs that the SEC wouldn't slow down its aggressive crypto enforcement activities. Eleanor Terrett, a reporter for Fox Business, leaked some details from the Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) proposed budget. In particular, the agency stresses that it will not hesitate to investigate and launch enforcement measures against crypto companies it deems non-compliant. This, according to Terrett, means that the regulator would increase the size of its crypto enforcement section, which has already doubled in size over the past year. Deaton, referencing Terrett's research, states once again that the courts are the primary source of certainty for the crypto space for the next 2 years. He concedes that the situation is less than ideal, but insists that it nonetheless represents the status quo. Deaton wrote, "We must battle in the courts since the Ripple case could be considered by the Supreme Court before Congress acts." During the month of January, Deaton made the bold claim that the only certainty the emerging market will get in the next 2 years is the anticipated verdict in the Ripple dispute over whether XRP is an unregistered security. The attorney based his case on the partisan divide in Congress, and the general distaste for legislators are now left with their mouths agape after the FTX collapse. A friend of the court representing thousands of XRP holders in the SEC action against Ripple said yesterday that the upcoming judgment by Judge Analisa Torres becomes more momentous with each passing day. He did, however, express confidence that the federal judge would no way determine that XRP transactions on the secondary market were unregistered securities. Deaton claims that Judge Torres is a legal purist who will strictly apply the law, even if there is no prior case law. Agreement to invest, Twitter posts by Deaton. In the 8 decades since Howey, no case has reached the same conclusion. Supreme Court Justice Torres is a strict legalist. She won't draw the conclusion that such transactions are a violation of Clause 5. According to prior reports, Deaton thinks the blockchain payments company selling XRP as a security between 2013 and 2017 is the only way the SEC can win its case against Ripple. Judge Torres issued her decision on Daubert motions last week, which sought to exclude expert testimony. The general counsel for Ripple, Stuart Alderete, said the company gained confidence with each verdict, therefore it was seen as a triumph. Judge Deaton's decision on summary judgment has been anticipated by all. In response to criticism that the recent intervention amounted to a bailout, Vice President Joseph Biden of the United States made clear Wednesday that the money for the rescue came from the fees that banks pay into a deposit insurance fund. The top brass at Ripple agrees that the intervention is required and the best option available. Senator Liz Warren bemoans a system that intervenes overnight, as Susan Friedman, foreign policy counsel at Ripple, explains. So that crypto companies worth billions don't lose any of their investors' money. Crypto would have been utterly devastated. One more thing that needs to be said, Crypto elucidated, who was previously a senior advisor to CFTC Chairman Heath Tarbert before joining Ripple. Ripple's chief legal officer Stuart Alderete took to Twitter to thank California Congressman Ro Khanna for his efforts to safeguard Silicon Valley Bank clients' savings. Alderity praised Khanna's direction and said the rescue would help startups as well. Some may criticize VCs and tech for having to compensate SVB depositors, yet this also includes newly established businesses. Healthcare, climate change, AI, finance, national security, and, yes, crypto are all areas where we're taking on some of the biggest challenges we've ever faced. It was also emphasized by Alderity, not this financial protection group, FDIC. He also suggested increasing premium payments to banks as a means of shielding payroll and regional bank depositors from potential losses and halting the trend toward bank mergers. The lawyer also emphasized the importance of responsibility deposit money in a financial institution that invests in government bonds. There's no danger involved here. Gave Reuters an opposing view in an interview. Burla is satisfied with the U.S. government's decision to protect depositors but not compensate the bank's stockholders. Nonetheless, he believes that huge banks will emerge victorious from the crisis and that, due to the current climate of uncertainty, many new businesses in the United States will open accounts with large banks in the coming days. The same is true for financially stable businesses with substantial cash reserves. On the flip side, he anticipates a high demand for treasurers who can help the companies reduce their reliance on external financing. It would appear that the corporation has had no trouble adapting to the SVB and bankruptcy. The last 24 hours have seen a 0.2% increase in the XRP price, which is now at 37 cents. So, the day's burning question: what will come of the examination of the SVB's oversight, which former Ripple advisor Michael Barr is leading? Subscribing to our channel and activating the bell alert is extremely important to us. Acquire more information on XRP as it becomes available, and to be among the first to know about any developments. The failure of Silicon Valley Bank will be investigated, and the Federal Reserve Board has stated that Vice Chair for Supervision Michael S. Barr will head the investigation into the bank's supervision and regulation. On Monday, the Fed said in a press release that it would make public the results of its study on May 1st. Most notably, Barr began working with Ripple in 2015 as an advisor. The timing of his departure from his position as a Ripple advisor is unknown. Before this, Barr was instrumental in the Obama administration's Treasury Department as one of the major authors of the Dodd-Frank Act, which forbade banks from trading consumer deposits. As of July 2022, he is serving as Vice Chair of Oversight after being nominated for the position by former Vice President and current Secretary of the Vice Presidency, Joe Biden. As such, it is a crucial part of the U.S. governmental structure charged with overseeing the nation's financial system. The Federal Reserve's latest action comes after Vice President Biden called for a full accounting of the events that led to the failure of a regional bank. After receiving $42 billion in withdrawal requests in less than 2 days, the $209 billion bank was taken over by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation over the weekend. Statement from the Federal Reserve: even though SVB was primarily a lender to regional IT firms, it did have a few high-profile clients who were heavily involved in cryptocurrencies. Circle, Ripple, and Andreessen Horowitz are just a few examples. Recent reports have highlighted the fact that Circle's USD coin stablecoin lost its dollar peg over the weekend due to concerns concerning the reserve's completeness. It is noteworthy that Custodia Bank CEO Caitlin Long has responded to Barr's leadership of the examination of SVB supervision. As the head of Custodia Bank, the Custodia executive has tweeted, "The company's application to join the Federal Reserve System was denied yesterday, and I took aim at Barr for his part in it." Long pointed out that the Fed had deemed the all-cash approach employed by Custodia Bank to be unsafe and unsound. Speaking on Thursday, less than a day before authorities were compelled to mistake was made in yesterday's press release. She and other pundits have apparently predicted the recent bank runs for quite some time, as Long hints. In the room to explain the mechanism to the authorities. You may remember that last month the custodian chief wrote an article criticizing authorities and lawmakers for ignoring the assistance of good actors in the cryptocurrency field. maintained for a long time that she had informed authorities of the dangers posed by fraudulent crypto firms and the escalating threat of bank runs. She seemed to infer, however, that authorities either missed or disregarded these red flags. Others in the crypto community have also noted the humor in the Fed's probe. Fed, or Federal Reserve. The fact that SVB CEO, Greg Becker, was a director on the San Francisco Federal Reserve Board until Friday, when regulators took over the bank, adds extra context to the story. The winner of the 200 XRP will be announced now. It's time to reveal the victor on the screen. Don't worry if you didn't win this time, there will be another drawing on March 31st. Okay, guys, this video is over. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications if you appreciated the video. This is very helpful. The formula used by YouTube. Help spread the word and enlighten others the way you have been by forwarding this video to as many people as you can. You guys shouldn't miss any of our articles if you're serious about crypto. Take care, and we'll chat again tomorrow to share our thoughts on the most recent events that affect our local community.